Okay, my last video for tonight will be this beast. What this is a vintage Rotron Caravel, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Giant muffin fan. It's essentially about an 8 or 9 inch fan. Pause it if you want to read any of it. It comes out to be, I think, 0.46 amps. 53 watts at 115 volts AC. It's a model number CL2T2 ball bearing fan, shaded pole motor. It does not have a startup sound really. It has a little bit of one, you'll hear it. It does not. I thought it was going to take a long time to get up to speed. It doesn't. This is one of those things that I bought. I was looking for one of these, and it has a little bit of a backstory. I always have loved very old electrical and electronic equipment. So I found this thing, and it was way cheaper. It was like a quarter of the price of one of these things brand new. Now the new ones are black. I saw a new one with gray blades, but they have ridges on the back of the blades here to cancel out noise created by the blades. It's from 1972, I believe. I attached a cord from an alarm clock to this. I had to glue this piece back on. The seller from this thing said, the person who sold it to me said that it got damaged, so I still want it. I'm like, yeah, because it had a bracket attached to it as well that I needed for something else. So, either way, I needed it to get here, and I was thinking the fan, I'll be okay with it as long as the blade isn't broken. And it was right here, it was cracked pretty well off, but I got it all, I got money back for it, so I got it even cheaper. I fixed it with I crazy glued it into place, and I also used a little bit of electrical tape, which I still have to take off. And then I Gorilla Glued it, and while it's not perfect, it's good enough. I didn't want to bend it because it's alloy. Does not give very well, and it just tears. So I didn't want to make it worse than it already was. 3 blades. This thing will put into a thermally protected motor, but this motor is one of those motors that if it is stalled and the thermal protection goes off, clicks it off, it'll reset. I haven't tried that, but I know that for a fact of these fans. This thing will easily put anything from the similar time made by Lakewood or Lasco or any of the other fan companies to shame. This thing moves a ton of air for its size. It's easily comparable to a 12-inch oscillating fan. There it is. Here's on. It's a little loud, but it has a weird sound. The bearings are a little loud. It's a little hissy, but this thing moves a ton of air. I believe it's spinning at 1,550 RPMs. I think that's what it's rated for. It's not a very high speed. It's a 4-pole motor. It's not a very high speed motor. I think it's a 4-pole motor. It's a shaded pole motor. I looked in there. That's actually a cooling intake vent, and on the inside of the hub here, there's these slots on the outside, and there's actually little fins in there, and it acts as a small cooling fan for the motor. Let's see if I can get a startup sound. There's really not much. It's a little whirring, and that's it. I don't know if the camera picked that up at all, but it's there. I can hear it from here. This thing means business. This thing is a beast. Not a very long spin down time. Trying to move my fingers right now. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I'll figure something out. I saw years ago when I was real little, my dad was showing me an electronics supplier magazine, and they had these fans in there. They were black. They were Caravel Rotron, not just Rotron, because they were Rotron through a few different. They started out as Rotron, and I think they were EG&G Rotron and Amatec Rotron, and now they're Caravel Rotron. But and I think they're also still Amatec Rotron. They make motors and cooling fans and pumps and all kinds of good stuff that I would probably love to go get one of each and just play around with it. I love older machinery and electronics. This thing's built like a tank. Blades are very, very thick, very stiff. Yeah. So there was one of these, and I don't remember how much it would cost, but it was pretty ridiculous for a fan like this. And I thought they were awesome. Very strong airflow too. I am easily a good 10 to 12 feet away, and I'm just gonna see how strong the air blows all the way back here. Oh, I can feel that I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but I can feel that really. I'm now a good probably 25 feet away, and I can still feel a good breeze from it. That's how strong the air is thrown out of this fan. And it's at a slight angle, so it's not even blowing straight back. I'll do a video of this thing versus an equally sized personal or portable electric fan, and I bet you this thing will win. Thanks for watching.
Your heart lays where the rebel